1 million Bibles, not 1 million jobs. That is the gift Nigeria gets today in honor of Seyi Tinubu's birthday. You see, the irony of this country is simple. The richer a man becomes, the more he believes he has revelation. So today, as we celebrate the birthday of the president's son, and as millions of Bibles are being handed out, I have a few suggestions for how you can use those Bibles and not just hold them. So when there is no food in the house, and you have the Seyi Tinubu's Bible, just open to James 2 verse 15 down to 17. It is a verse that basically says, if you tell a hungry person, God bless you, without giving them food, what kind of faith is that? So even the Bible knows that talk is cheap, and Nigeria is running on too much talk, too little compassion. So after reading that passage, you can close the Bible and say, that was my lunch. Again, when you fear for your safety, turn to Psalms 91, where God promises protection from arrows by day and terror by night. And when you are unemployed, just flip to Proverbs 14 verse 23, which says, in all labor there is profit, but idle chatter leads to poverty. In other countries, when the governments fail to meet citizens' needs, people hold them accountable through policies, debates, and elections. But in Nigeria, when the system fails, we are told to take it to God. We have slowly replaced responsibility with religion. Because the truth is, when you cannot feed the people, you feed them faith instead. And sometimes when I watch how this country is run, I don't get angry at first. I get embarrassed on behalf of those in charge. Because the truth is, many of them don't even realize how ridiculous they sound. They actually think they are being wise when what they are doing is laughable. And you know why? Because they don't have mirrors around them. They have microphones, people echoing their praise, repeating their lies and calling it loyalty. The tragedy of power in Nigeria is that it blinds before it corrupts. Most politicians are not surrounded by thinkers. They are surrounded by sycophants who tell them they are brilliant when they're actually being foolish. So when they hand out Bible instead of bread, or they declare prayers instead of policy, they truly believe they've done something profound. But it only shows how disconnected they've become from reality. They live in the world where applause replaces accountability. They confuse the noise for knowledge. And it is shameful because any man who cannot mirror himself cannot lead others. A man they say is a product of his environment. Expose him to thinkers and he will start reflecting. Surround him with flatterers, he will start hallucinating. That is why most of our leaders don't evolve. They live in a carefully staged delusions where everyone claps even when the stage is burning. And so sometimes it's not even out of wickedness. It is ignorance on steroids, the kind of blissful ignorance that turns a national crisis into a religious festival. The irony is that those who gave us this religion no longer live by it. The British brought us the Bible and took back the balance sheet. And decades after they decolonized us, we are still colonizing ourselves with the very tool they used to control us. The British freed us, but we never freed our minds. It's the truth at the time. Take care and have a nice day.